Welcome back everybody to another edition of UFTA Premium. And in this week's edition we're going to talk about two topics, field placement and field valuations. The first topic, field placement, is pretty straightforward. All we're talking about is the fact that normally in UFTA what you do is you're given four fields like so. You're given four fields, and they all happen to have the same color mushroom token in the corner. So if you look really closely, you can see in this particular case it's the yellow one, right? And that's how you organize your fields. Well, one of the possibilities, and it's not in the rule book yet, one of the possibilities to maybe broaden the scope and depth of UFTA is to kind of mix and match all the different fields so that they're completely random. It was a big debate early on when I started UFTA. I wanted everybody to be on an equal level playing field. So it was absolutely critical that all the starting advantages, or there were no starting advantages. The level playing field was key, and everybody had a fair chance at victory. So this particular concept of field placement kind of goes against the grain and spirit of that, but if the overall net effect is a richer game experience with more variety, then I think it's going to be worth it. So anyway, so here's an example. I've got two red mushroom icons, a green one and a normal colored one. And if we turn these over, what's inevitably going to happen is there's going to be repeats. Like so, I just happen to have two of the same field. Well, there's nothing wrong with having two of the same field. There's nothing wrong with having four of the same field. But that presents a unique challenge that you have to overcome as a grower in order to score it. All right, so that's the first topic. The second topic is field valuation. And if you're wondering what that means, well, I kind of made it up. But the concept is, in UFTA, the major goal of scoring the most hunger tokens could also be affected by another currency. There may be another currency introduced into the game. And again, this is simply in response to some publishers who might have had a beef with UFTA's plate of options when it's a particular player's turn. Maybe there's not enough going on there. Well, opinions may vary. I happen to think it's okay, but these are just options that I can bring to the table, maybe in order to placate those responses from publishers. Anyway, the idea of field valuation is every time a crop gets harvested, like so, let's say we got broccoli, we're ready to score it, we grab our tokens out of the market, flip the field over. Well, when we're ready to flip the field over, we might take a marker token, a hunger token, and place it underneath the field. Now presently that's not going to work with my thicker tokens, right? But it doesn't really matter if it's under the field or beside it. You can put it beside it too. As long as it's away from your other denominations of tokens on your farm, you'll be good to go. And the idea is, every time you bring something to harvest, you collect one of these value tokens, and this is what is referred to as the field valuation. And so what it is it's describing the value of the field and not the crop. And maybe you're asking yourself, what difference does that make, right? Well, the difference is if you accumulate these, let's say I have 4 tokens, I'm near the end of the game. Let's make it 5. 5 tokens. I'm near the end of the game. What I can do is, the next time I flip over a field, I declare my intentions. I say, okay, I'm evaluating this field. I'm declaring my field ready for the bonus according to how many crops have been harvested. And so what that does is, if I were to harvest the broccoli again, and I have 4 valuation tokens over here, what's going to happen is the broccoli, when it comes time to harvest, is going to be worth 4 times its original face value in the market. And so, that's all well and good, but what happens after I harvest? Well, if I harvest it, that's great. I get my, oodles worth of tokens, 40 tokens or whatever the case may be. And I flip the thing around. What's going to happen next is I'm going to lose my valuation tokens that go back in the middle into the depository. And then after that, what we're going to do is we're going to say that the field is now fallow, meaning it's infertile and it can't be used to grow crops anymore for the rest of the game. Okay, so that's a really serious and important, difficult decision you have to make in the middle of a game. Should I try to build up my fields as much as possible, or should I just let those all go and then stick to my guns and try to just earn the most hunger tokens, earn the most valuation tokens. I'm sorry, earn the most hunger tokens. The traditional way. So anyway, that's going to do it for this edition of UVTA. So again, it's field placement and field valuation. Those are the new topics at hand. Maybe future generations can run with those topics, or maybe they're going to discard them. That's completely out of my hands, not in my control. So, all right. So with that, we're going to leave it there. Until next time, keep on playing. See you later, everyone.